Hello everyone, and welcome to another video by United Armor Command. In this battle it features me in my IS-3. This battle was pretty interesting as it progressed. It was predicted to be a loss if you're curious about the XVM. But we started out optimistic. I'm with one of my deputy commanders, Highcool 2. He's pretty good, and he's in his AT-15 if I remember correctly. Yes. All you see, yeah, what you see right now, we're just trying to get into position. But, I'll continue talking as we get up there. I'm not going to talk the entire time. I'm going to let you enjoy some of the battle, and I'll come in where I need to. Enjoy. I apologize with a little bit of the lag and the FPS issue right here at the very beginning. That happened during the recording process and can't really be helped. But as you can see, I'm heading up towards the middle of the map here. In case you're wondering, the map is cliffs. There's a pretty strong push heading over in the west, but I'm already committed. We're already committed up here. That's where we decided to stick it out. There's a lot of enemies up here, as you can sort of tell by the mini-map there, thanks to my XVM mod. Lets me know recent locations of enemy tanks. There you see there's a T-69. He proved to be a little difficult at the beginning. I managed to get a shot off on him, but he came back to haunt us a little bit later. Almost had a shot on him right there, but we hoped he came back. We were hoping he'd come back out and take a little bit, which he disappeared right here. But Highcool and I both thought he was coming out to take some shots, so we both shot towards him. I missed, and remember, yeah, Highcool missed as well, or bounced one. We're not sure. But I started noticing some enemies poking around the mountain there, where I'm aiming now. Thought we'd focus there and hit them. They were itching to get in some damage on us, since we're, probably to them, we're probably the only two tanks over here that they can see right now, or can hit. So that's what they were trying to do. They came pretty close. They were hitting Highcool pretty hard, but there was nothing I could really do at the position I was in. But of course, with him being in a British tank destroyer, he's pretty bouncy, susceptible to premium rounds, which if he was shooting. But other than that, he was able to take a lot of hits and kept me protected as we tried to protect each other and help each other out. Here I thought I could line up a shot on the T-44 downrange. Tried to, but missed. And this is where I started noticing that the east flank to my tank's rear was starting to fall. So I decided to turn around and try to help out our Ferdinand, but unfortunately I was too late. So I decided to go around and try to stop that flank from developing, in the process taking several hits to the back of my turret and tank. Here I approach and spot the enemy tanks that could potentially hurt us. Managed to take out the KV-5 pretty easily. I'm surprised, honestly, because I couldn't see anywhere where I was hitting him, so I just tried to guess where the weak spot was. Luckily, the tanks that tried flanking here were low tier, so I was able to bounce a lot of their shots and save the flank from falling. You can see I'm finishing off a Hellcat here, and all that's left is a Panzer 38 NA, which I didn't want slipping through and possibly causing any kind of distractions to our team, so I went after him and took him out. As I did right there. That made my 4th kill of the match. I've managed to save that flank, but my partner died, unfortunately, and I started getting a Type 59 and that T-69 I mentioned earlier started to come around and trying to finish me off. Fortunately, I only got tracked right there and had my repair kit handy, and I got back on track. That's when I noticed the T-69 trying to come up and get me. That was actually a panic shot, not necessarily one that was aimed in. But I got lucky and managed to take him out to get my 5th kill. I got lucky there. The type hit the strong part of my frontal armor and it just bounced off. And I took that advantage to get up around him and take him out, making my 6th kill. That's when I noticed that everywhere else had managed to fall, and I came back to try to help the two remaining teammates that I had. Overall, this was a very fun match for me and even my platoon mate, even though he died quick. But he went down fighting very well. Here I managed to find a Panzer V, take him out because he was threatening our tank destroyer at the time, our SU-100. Managed to take him out and save him for now. That was my 7th kill, and there was 3 enemies remaining. All of which were a potential risk to everything. Ferdinand, an IS-3, and a VK-3601. As you can see here, I'm trying to snipe them from the hill, but don't have a shot on any of them. The Ferdinand there decides to poke out or try to hit me to realize there's some other threats nearby, as I do too. So I catch a glimpse at the VK, but don't have a shot at it. That's when the Ferdinand gets brave and pokes around to try to get me. I tried to shoot him, but in a panic shot, it went out wide and bounced off the side of his armor. Of course, he popped me pretty good, and that's when I noticed that I was hurting pretty bad, and when the IS-3 and the VK were pushing our SU-100, who at this time is now my only teammate that's alive. So I'm trying to get over there and help him out as quick as I can. I managed to catch a glimpse of the IS-3, and I take a shot just trying to hit him, and I get lucky enough to hit him and almost take him out. Excuse me. But unfortunately, the SU-100 dies, leaving just me up against these 3 here. So I resolve in my head that I'm going to do everything I can to try to save this game, even though it looks hopeless at this point. So I position myself in what I think will be a good position, because all 3 enemies decide to come after me and try to finish us off. So I managed to pop the VK there pretty hard, and he attempts to shoot me, bounces off, which I knew in the back of my head he probably would since he's low tier. I notice the IS-3 appears, and I take a shot at him and manage to take him out. All that's left is the Ferdinand and the VK now, which I knew the VK wasn't going to be able to do very much, simply because of my armor. So I take him out as soon as I reload. Now all that's left is the Ferdinand, which I was extremely worried about. I figured he was still at that last location I saw him behind those rocks, so I decided to turn around and head back that way to see if I can come down and flank him. So that's what I start to do right here. As you can see, I've only got 4 AP rounds left, which worried me, because if I run out of those and have to switch over to high explosive rounds, I wasn't going to be able to do nearly as much damage as I'd need to do. So I had to make sure that I made these last shots count. Here I spotted the Ferdinand trying to sneak up the same way as the IS-3 and VK did. So I find a spot and try to get a shot on him. He disappears, which I then respot him. I back up to try to avoid a shot from him. He tries to take it anyways, and he manages to get behind a rock before I get out and to get a shot on him. This is where an old-fashioned standoff occurred, and I was really worried about since him being a tank destroyer, if I wouldn't spot him and he'd be able to get the beat on me and end the game, because he was fully upgraded, being able to do enough damage to kill me in one shot with the amount of health that I had left. I figured he might come out from where I'm aiming currently, but that's when I did spot him backing up trying to sneak a shot onto me. Just about everywhere I aimed, it gave me a non-penetrating marker, so I finally just aimed up and took the shot, and I managed to get him. And that's the battle. Thanks for watching.